Hello, my name's Alexandra Janelli with Theta Spring Hypnosis out of New York City. I'd like to talk about perfectionism and fear of failure. I tend to find with my clients that these two things tend to be coupled together and they go one and the same. Now, neither one exists. It might come as a surprise to you, or you might go, yeah, of course, neither one exists. Truly, there is nothing perfect in the world. It's perception. It's a prescription of meaning onto something where it doesn't need to be. People who tend to have a fear of failure tend to think that they have to do everything perfectly too. I also do find that sometimes coupled with fear of failure and perfectionism come nail biting, finger picking, and hair pulling. When you begin to tap into the body syndromes of stress, anything that has to do with the arms, like finger picking, nail biting, constantly feeling like you have to be working and moving your hands, it's this body reaction or the stress reaction of reaching for something that feels very unobtainable because you're reaching for perfectionism that doesn't exist, so you're never going to reach it, and you begin to pick on yourself. You begin to beat yourself up. You begin to sort of self-sabotage. But what I want you to also remember with perfectionism, is there's also a fear of failing. If I'm not going to do it perfectly, I probably shouldn't even try to begin with. But you should. Let's take a look at nature for a second. Evolution. There is one thing that switches. One mistake in the genetic gene pool that becomes favorable. It helps someone do something differently. And that becomes then the favorable gene. Life is built off of mistakes or coincidences and experiences that happen, things that happen unexpectedly. And there's a wonderful reaction that happens, a chain reaction of, what did I learn? You can either see it as perceived failure, or you can go, what did I learn from this? Maybe there was something that was unique that happened that wasn't supposed to, and change occurs, and it's something better than even was supposed to happen. This happens all the time in our lives. Wow, I had no idea if I did it that way, this would be the result. And you can be surprised by the results because they might be even better than what you would expected in the first place. So let go of the fear of failing. There's no such thing as failure. Maybe finitely with numbers, but I guarantee you if you failed a test, you're going to have learned something. You're going to learn what maybe is on the test, how you could have done something differently, maybe done it better. You become a more dynamic person because your drive to succeed increases if you let it. Do not see things as failure. It is perception of the mind. Say, what can I do differently and what can I do better? Because you are going to grow. You're going to allow yourself to be in a vulnerable situation, and from vulnerability comes growth. If you succeed all the time, you don't learn anything. You just become the person who succeeds. But if you can look at these experiences that have happened in your past, in your life, while they might have been horrible at the time, look at them. See them differently. Change the perspective. And when you change the perspective, you change how you feel. You change how you think. Your confidence grows to go, I'm not going to do it that way again. I'm going to do it better, and I'm going to go do it differently. You are stronger than you think. So I want you to think bravely. I want you to look fear in the face and say, no. I'm going to do it differently this time. And I'm not going to shoot for perfectionism, because that doesn't exist. I'm going to shoot for exceptionalism. I'm going to feel confident doing it. And even if I do not reach exceptionalism, I'm going to learn what I can do better each and every time I try. Because that's what life is about. Reaching and going for it. You will get there, I promise. But never give up on yourself because you're worth it. So go live fearlessly. Danger's real. Fear lives here. And there's a wonderful recording on my website called Think Bravely, Take Risks, or even Be Fearless. And my website is thetaspring.com under the products page. I want you to open up to the potential of you because there is infinite potential. Have a beautiful day.